Like that one.
Planning ahead there. To say there was over 12,000 there, their fans never made a murmur.
MK didn't play that well, and I think we could have pressed them more. When the Vale had the ball, MK were much quicker to close down than the Vale were to close down MK when MK... That makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? When the Vale had the ball, MK were much quicker to close down than the Vale were to close down MK. No, it still makes no sense. Anyway, forget that bit. It looked like we were under instruction to back off from the start. I suspect if we had got into them a bit more from the start, we might... God, this bloke, what is he on? Yeah, whatever.
Barry Manilow looks... hideous. Almost as plastic as MK Dons. Hashtag SCD. Hashtag MK Dons.
Excellent point against one of League One's big hitters.
Great point. BBC stats show they had 27 shots.
Agreed. And don't forget they battered Man United in the League Cup. Oh, we mentioned that.
I don't think we had.
No,
we
beat them. Yeah, 4-0.
4-0, I think.
Anyway, agreed. And don't forget they battered Man U in the League Cup. Great result in the end.
We struggled really to control the game with Alan not quite at his best against a very strong Dons midfield, which is weird because I thought he played well last night.
Yeah. Agreed, and don't forget they battered Man U in the League Cup. Great result in the end. I don't think we mentioned that.
No, we haven't mentioned that, have we?
No.
Yeah. I'm lost now. Sorry. I'll read any and what's going on there.
MK Dons had the majority of the chances and were largely wasteful in front of goal.
Two tickets for at Gary Delaney purchased at MK Till They Move Arena with the Comedy Cow in January.
That's a posh fan. I quite like that one. MK Dons, for what you did against United. Oh, we haven't mentioned that yet. I will love you forever. MK Dons, I am buying the Blu-ray for Christmas.
Hey.
Oh, it's me again. Sorry.
It's
good to see
when there's a pause, it's normally you.
Sorry, I'm watching the old football now. Good to see the hashtag No to MK banner with the hashtag THFC away fans.
We're a London team. I want us to be playing as close to home as possible. We definitely should be supporting MK Dons.
I just skipped the queue in the concession, just like the football club skipped the legitimate way to gain a Football League place. Thanks for the tweet, though.
Excellent. Look, thanks to Filthy Don, who spends a lot of time trawling around the web and pulling out some of those. So we stole them, so thank you.
Winkie is no fun! Winkie is no fun! Winkie is no fun!
As you know by now, the Dons are the most popular club in the country, and Peter Winkie Winkleman is not only the most popular chairman in the lower leagues, he's possibly the most popular man in football or the country. Delete that as applicable. But just how widespread is Winkie's fame and who exactly loves Winkie? This week we've done a bit of research and we can now say that Her Majesty the Lady Catherine Howard, Howard Jones, Jones the Butcher, Susan Boyle, Boyle's Law, Lawless Papers, Paper Lace, Black Rod, Rod Stewart, Stuart Copeland, Misty Upham, They Don't Like It Upham, and Pike from Dad's Army all really, really love Winkie. Unfortunately, though, there were two people that we failed to reach out to. Thomas Culpepper was too busy protesting his innocence, and Arsene Wenger was too preoccupied with tactics to offer a response.
That's very funny.
Very good, sir, when they say so.
Plain Talking with Mick Bannister, Thursdays at 8 p.m. on Seclo Sounds. Check in for an hour of scintillating chat and music with Mick Bannister and his guests from the world of film and literature. He'll be talking about their achievements and inspiration and finding out about the books and music that accompany them on their travels around the world. Get to know the person behind the headlines. Catch Plain Talking with Mick Bannister, Thursdays at 8 p.m. here on Seclo Sounds.
Football. We had a match last night.
We did.
What do we want to say about it?
Two things. The first thing, and I think this is the most important thing, is they had a guy with the coolest name of any man I have ever come across. Noble Lazarus.
Noble Lazarus,
I mean, that I'm done now. I can die a happy man having seen someone called Noble. That's that guy's real name, Noble Lazarus.
What's his first name? It's Keith or something,
Something
isn't it?
like that, yeah. Albert Noble
Colin.
Lazarus. Yeah.
Colin
Hercules.
Noble Lazarus.
Did I hear right that he's on loan from Liverpool?
No, Barnsley. He's played for Barnsley
He's
last
got a good
season.
name anyway, whatever where he's from. The second thing is, if, and it's looking more likely now, we don't go up this season, it's all Tom Flanagan's fault.
There, you said
you
said it now.
I think it's about time that he left because, scoring accidental own goals is just, it's just not good,
Oh, joking aside, I'll be right. he is a lad that's just not good enough to play at this level. I really believe that now.
Do you believe that he is also...
an idiot? Yes, I do.
Do you believe he's also slightly unlucky that every time he makes a mistake is because he can't get a run of form together?
No, I just don't think he's...
You stick any player in a team and expect him to do a job at centre-half.
I think they're going to fight.
It's like watching tennis, isn't it?
I wouldn't have... if I'd been Carl Robertson, I wouldn't have played that guy last night.
Would you have played?
I would have had Spence in the middle.
Well, and then change a successful right-hand partnership that worked so well on Saturday.
And what happened when he didn't?
Good call.
What happened? What?
30
the guy scored
or-
an own goal, for God's sake!
In hindsight,
40,
it's turned out-
30.
I'm just saying,
I'm just going to come out and challenge that for a second. I think he gets an awful lot of harsh treatment that he's
Because he's
undeserved.
rubbish.
Well, I
I
don't believe he is.
I'll also sit my
I
neck
think
out.
Kay was worse than him last night.
I thought they were both. I thought they were both.
I thought they
last
were
night.
equally as bad.
I thought they were
the pair of them.
equally.
So why are you saying that Kay shouldn't be playing for us then?
I said it.
You're
I'm
just
saying
picking
it
on
now.
Tom because he's young and little.
No, and rubbish.
And he looks like Screech.
And he's
Yeah.
rubbish. I mean, that was an appalling... All right, maybe, whatever his name is, that goalkeeper fella kind of goes, oh, that's mine. Or whatever it is they shout. Keepers or keeps. But...
He just shouts, screams like a seat. Yeah.
Go on. right towards him. The next thing you know, that idiot stuck his leg out and it's a goal.
He's stuck his leg out, and you can see from the replay of the goal
that it was a goal.
No,
That's very true. The replay of the goal did show that it was a goal.
I mean...
it was very awkward, and it was an instinctive last-second decision that's turned out to be a wrong one, and they happen in football.
Do you think, honestly, sitting here right now, that if there was a chance to bring in another centre-back in January, that you would say, no, we don't need him because we've got this
We
guy?
got Screech.
No, I'd be happy to get a better centre-half in, but I wouldn't go as far as saying, let's get rid of Flanagan and then bring another one in to replace him because he's bad. I'd say bring in another one because we can get a better one and then see what Flanagan can go at the end of the season, maybe. See where he can go at the end of the season, maybe. But I think just offloading him now and then finding a replacement would just be barbaric. I mean, he's done quite well this season, to be honest.
Counterproductive, I think, is what you're looking for there.
Barbaric's good. I mean, that's quite...
Yeah, we'll go for that.
I'll go for Barbaric.
I think he's a more than adequate replacement cover. I don't see any...
I don't
need
think you're going to get
ditch
that
him.
much better this... and I don't think you're going to find too many players who, at this level, will be happy to sit on a bench and fill in when necessary and get the stick that he does.
He gets the same level of abuse as Powell does. And both of them put in man of the match performances on a regular basis.
Powell
he doesn't play anywhere near as often, but when he plays, he's had more successful performances than he's had
bad
unsuccessful ones.
Yeah.
I know they're not the same players, right? But like Daniel Powell is head and shoulders above Tom Flanagan. If you guys can't see that, I despair.
Last night,
That's
though...
kind of what we're saying. They're actually both far better than people give them credit for.
Yeah, but Daniel Powell is infinitely better than Flanagan. I know they play in different positions.
Anyway, that's all we've got time for. So thanks very much for joining us this evening.
we drew.
We drew. Should we have won it?
I
Oh
would have
yeah,
thought so.
no doubt.
It's a frustrating night, really.
27 shots, 11
I
on
was gonna
target.
say the stats were in our favour somewhat, weren't
They had one shot on target and managed to draw 2-2 with us,
They had,
which is a bit uncomfortable, isn't it?
They had,
I love that kind of...
It's happened before, though, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's not the first time.
No.
Yeah, wasn't Tom that time. I believe it was Anthony Kay.
It was
wasn't
Kay, yeah.
They had the goalkeeper who reminded me of Willie Gary in his prime. You know, he's not the slimmest. So, he's not the slimmest, but he's agile, and
He was bloody
He had a
huge.
great
He
game
was
last
huge.
night, didn't he? That
Yeah,
guy?
he
He had a
did,
great
to be
game.
too
Yeah.
It was
fair,
great
he was
one-handed
superb.
saves. He really did.
Yeah.
I thought the
Absolutely
stick he
superb.
was getting was a bit unnecessary because he really had a good game, that guy. Unlike David Martin, who was an idiot. Carry on. That first goal of ours was good. What about that first goal of ours?
Oh yeah, it was a peach, wasn't it?
It was a
very
good
good
goal.
finish.
Can't remember it. What happened?
Come right up the other end, and Tom
Greg, yeah.
Flanagan
Right, yeah.
scores an own goal.
Chip was fantastic.
Yeah, Ryan Giggs chipped the goalkeeper and
Yeah.
celebrated in front of an empty stand.
Yeah, that was really. It was very deliberate as well.
Yeah.
Straight into that corner.
Did you say Ryan Giggs? Yeah. Is that it now?
Sorry,
Griggs.
it's the word change of the forum. It's got into my mind. No,
You're just giving it away.
oh god, yeah, Jesus. No, he.
That's all right. No one listens. We'll get
I
one.
think it must have been a
10?
training. I think it must have been a training ground discussion or something where they said, "I'll tell you what, if you score, wouldn't it be funny if you run up to the empty stand?" And he's done it, and he's looked like an absolute idiot. But
He did it somewhere else, didn't he? He did it away at Barnsley or something like that. He ran up into the corner and celebrated amongst nobody. Might not have been Barnsley, I can't remember where it was, but certainly, yeah, he's got form.
Ryan Lowe done it a couple of times, didn't he? He was well renowned for doing that, but
Yeah.
Their
Just not for scoring.
actual goal that they scored was pretty good as well, wasn't it? Don't know if it took a deflection.
Yeah, that looked fantastic. It was supposed to be deflected.
Yeah, it was a good goal.
Yeah.
if it was a deflection, it wasn't a massive one because
That
I've
was
seen
your
the goal
friend,
last
wasn't it?
night and it was very decent.
Was that Noble Lazarus?
That was, yeah.
That was
Yeah.
a good goal. That big, fantastically Monica person. Oh,
So I just want to actually keep talking because I just want to play some of this underneath. Because I went to see the Mary Jane earlier in the week. Did I
did you?
mention
Were
that?
they good?
Yeah, they were fantastic.
Rubbish they are.
Okay, what else do we think? What do we need to say? Do we need to say anything else about it?
I think
Was it a point gain or 2 points lost?
definitely.
I think if we win on Saturday, it's a point well received. I'll be happy with a point if we win on Saturday.
You've got to bear in mind, of course, that all the factors were in place last night. Well, apart from one. It was at home, but it was Tuesday night.
Tuesday
it was
night,
cold.
yeah.
It was dark.
Wet.
And it was nasty.
But it just really quickly is that the problem that a lot of people are forgetting is that we still have 30-something games to go.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Although we have these games to make up, it's almost a mini league in itself. But we've still got plenty of time to make up for it. And
It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Exactly. I'm not getting too despondent just yet.
Six
You
of
can't
parrots.
expect-
Or a topic.
Over the moon.
You can't expect to go the whole season winning every game, but I really honestly thought we would have walked that last night, to be quite honest.
We were talking about it in the car on the way back and basically said that's one of those games that if we don't make it and it's close,
Yeah.
that's when
Yeah.
we're going to look back and say,
But-
that's where we weren't good
But
enough.
Robbo also did say last night, which I disagree with, by the way, but it's a point to make that if you get promotion by a point, you might be
We got
looking
it last
at
night.
games.
He said a few other things from the touchline that I didn't think were particularly family friendly.
Did you
Such
see him
as-
when he was having a go at
Kay.
Kay? Did you see Kay's response?
No, I was too
We
busy.
can't say it on a family
No,
radio
you
show,
can't,
but
no.
he very firmly just turned around and told him
Nice.
to not talk to him in that way, I think was. Okay, all right, we probably need to move on. So, I should be more prepared than I am. Let me just click that button there and do this. What's coming up next?
Oh, in the sixth of the show, we realise we've still got too much material to get through in the time we've got left. We bring you the Burning Bovril forecast. Once again, we have some more of your interactions from the world of mobile technology. And we also have updates to Roundabout and Question of the Week. And we may even talk about football, but that's only a probably.
Okay, just while we're doing it, Seclo Sounds exists to bring people and communities together to celebrate all that's best about the city. We produce a variety of music and speech programmes produced by local people, and we're run by over 60 volunteers. There's always room for more, so if you have a programme idea or a skill that you want to offer, send an email to volunteers@seclosounds.org. You can find out more about this show, the station, and other shows that we produce by visiting www.seclosounds.org. I should also be reading something here about the panel you can join if you want to help us improve the quality of the shows, but I've forgotten it. So that's not going to happen. But look out for it next week. In that case.
This just in. Following this very show's decision to spend 10 minutes of precious airtime discussing what we did at the weekend during last week's broadcast, while forgetting to discuss the upcoming match against Rochdale, a cunning plan has now been hatched to minimise the chances of such poor writing ever occurring again. At a board meeting early in the week, it was decided that prior to leaving for the studio each Wednesday, at least one of us would make use of the interweb and check the fixture list. However, having discovered our raison d'etre, we've decided that we should now ignore the next 2 games at least, and 3 if we're playing on Tuesday too, just to make sure it looks like we meant it. More on this once we checked what's coming up next. Which from where we're standing, looks like Sheffield United in January.
Sorry. You know those really careful punchlines that I blow? That was one of those, wasn't it? Okay.
Shona from Bletchley has texted and say, "Great to hear your lovely voice again, Albie. That's really warmed me up." Ah. Shalene from Netherfield texts, "Great to hear your lovely voice again, Albie. That's really warmed me up." Ah. Simon from London asks where they are going to finish the roadworks between J13 and the stadium. It's making trips up from here really tricky, even though he's never actually been here. So he says. Turns page. Pete from Broughton texts, I wondered lonely as a cloud that floats on high o'er vales and hills, when all at once I saw, oh, Benicophobe. And Liam from Hotcliffe texts, "I wouldn't do that if I were you. It will scar."
Excellent one.
You can contact us by getting to bed once in 3 weeks before 4:30 in the morning.